For this effect, I could start off by handing the deck over to the participant and they can give the deck a shuffle. After they're done, they're going to hand the deck back, and I explain to the participant that I am going to make a couple of predictions here. So let's say prediction number one, and let's say prediction number two. Perfect. So now I could hand the deck over to the participant to hold on to. I would ask for them from the top of the deck, lift off around 5 to 10 cards, turn those face up in your hand, and place those back on top of the deck. Now go just a little deeper than the face up cards, not too deep. Lift those up, turn those face up, and place them on top of the deck. They would hand the cards back to me now, and I would explain to them that none of the face up cards is going to be theirs because we can see all the face up. However, this face down card will be yours, but I don't want you to look at that card yet. What I actually want to do beforehand is show you the two predictions I turned over. In this case, the Queen of Spades and the Two of Diamonds. Now, these cards don't matter. However, they are going to help us determine what this card is. So, the first prediction we spread to was the Queen of Spades. The first part of a playing card is the value or the number. So, we're going to use this a queen here, this pile as well, to see what the number or value of this card is. Let's go ahead and spell value, VALUE. The rest of the cards can go on top. So now we're going to go to the second pile here. This was the second prediction we spread to, and the second part of a playing card is the suit. So we're going to use this pile to determine the suit. So let's go ahead and spell SUIT. Perfect. So, in order to determine this card, we have the number and the suit. Let's see what number we have, what suit we have. Let's put them together, and that will be our new card. So we have the 8 of hearts, meaning our number will be 8, and we have the four of clubs, meaning our suit is clubs. So we have eight and clubs. That is the eight of clubs. And the card the participant cut to is indeed the eight of clubs. And that is the effect. If you would like to learn how to do this, stick around for the tutorial. Before I get into the tutorial, the cards I am using are the Vanity 41 cards. I have a deck review on these. I will link that in the description. And one more thing about these cards is that they are actually gilded, so there is a bit of shine to these. And on the outside, it's not paper any. It's like a different coating, so that is really nice as well. So let's get right into this effect. You're going to start off by handing the deck over to the participant and they can give it a shuffle. After they hand back the cards, you're going to be doing everything like this. So they only see the back of the cards. You say you're going to make a few predictions to start off. The first thing you're going to do is look at the top card, and that will help with your prediction. So, what you're going to want to do is look for any value 4 and any club card. So, how I do this first is I look for the suit because that will be my second pile. The second part of a card is the suit. So it's not the clubs of four, it's the four of clubs, but it really doesn't matter how it's done. So I spread from the bottom here about 5 to 10 cards, and when I see any club, in this case the ace, I'm going to take the card underneath it, in this case the 10, and I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to push over that card. I'm now going to spread off about another 5 to 10. I'm going to run into any 4, take the card underneath that, and turn that card over as well. So now your second prediction is going to be underneath that club, and your first prediction is going to be underneath that 4, and that is going to be for the top card, the 4 of clubs. Let's go over something that may happen. So let's say in this case, okay, perfect. Let's say in this case, your top card happens to be the 4 of clubs. So you know that you need a 4 and a club. So you go through your bottom half, you turn over the card under the club you're set, you spread another 5 to 10, but you just cannot find any 4. However, when you go to the bottom, you see they are in your bottom half where the suit is. What do you do? Well, you can really take any one of these 4s you would like, spread past your first prediction, which will be your second prediction, spread about 10 to 5 to 10 cards, turn any card over, and then place a 4 on top of it. So now you have your first prediction underneath that 4, your second prediction is underneath that club, and then that 4 of clubs is at the top. One more thing you could do that's probably the simplest is either cut the deck and or give it another shuffle. So any one of those will actually work. So let's say in this case, our card is going to be the 6 of clubs. We're going to do everything like this, okay? But I'm first going to spread about 5 to 10 cards. I'm going to find a club. I'm going to take the card underneath it and turn it over. Immediately after that face down card, I'm going to spread another 5 to 10, and I'm going to look for any 6. Now, if you notice the 6s are near the top quite far, you can take any one of those 6s, except the top one, obviously, and move it about 5 to 10 cards down, let's say in between these 10s, and turn that over. So our card is the 6 of clubs. Our first prediction is going to be above that 6, and our second prediction is going to be underneath that club, making the 6 of clubs. I hope that makes sense, but it's actually quite simple. So the next step is just to force the top card. You can force the top card however you would like, but you just want to keep your setup intact. So you want to keep that first 6 under the 10, and then you want to keep that club under the 10 as well. What I did was the cut deeper force. You could also do the riffle force, the slip force, or there's probably other forces as well, but I will link videos to all the forces I mentioned if I do have videos for them in the description, along with a video on card forces. I know I have a video on the cut deeper and the slip force, I believe. I think on the riffle force as well, but there will be one on card forces anyway. So let's say we force that card. You say, okay, before you look at that card, I want to actually show you my 2 predictions. So you're going to spread to that first face up card, take all the cards above it, and set them off to the side. So now what you have under this first card is the 6, meaning when you're going to make your 2 piles, okay, so you say, let's make 2 piles here. Under this 10 is going to be that club. And now you're all set. So you say, okay, these cards don't matter, except they're going to help us determine what this card is. So I'm going to pick up the first pile that has the 6. Now, it really doesn't matter how you do it. I just like to do this in order. So if you were to think of a card, you would say the 6 of clubs instead of the clubs of 6. But it really doesn't matter if you get the suit first or the number. It's your preference. And this part is also really nice, and there is a reason I told you to do 5 to 10 cards. It is optional, but you do want more than 5. If you think of value, VALUE, number, NUMBER, or suit, SUIT, and then with the S, 4 to 5. So you're going to take this top card, you're going to turn it face down and move it to the bottom. And you say, okay, let's go ahead and spell value. You could do number. You could also, if you want to, hand the two piles over to the participant and have them guess what this card is. And if they happen to spell six and clubs, not only can you show them that the bottom cards come up with the six of clubs, but then that's what the prediction is as well. So you can do this however you would like. So let's go ahead and do value. And now this card will be that 6. VALUE. The rest go on top. And now we're going to do suit. We're going to turn this face down, put it on the bottom, and now we're going to do SUIT. So this is the value, this is the suit. Let's see what we have. And you're going to turn over the entire pile. Don't turn over the top card, okay, because that's going to mess it up. But look at that, we have a 6, and we have a spade, so that was actually quite close. But if you do actually, I just thought of this, if you have a marked deck and you happen to see, you read the marking, you see 6 and a club, you could actually do the top cards as well. I don't know if I would do the bottom cards, that may be a bit overkill, but you can go ahead and really do this however you would like. Just a thought if you have a marked deck. These aren't marked any. So you're going to turn it over and say, okay, we have 6. We have a club. If we put these together, the 6 of clubs, and this card indeed is the 6 of clubs. And that is the effect. So I hope you really enjoyed this effect. This is a very nice self-working effect. And let me know what else you would like to see on the channel. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time with another video. Bye.